Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I thought I would do another nice big canvas. This is just like a board canvas and it's 30 by 40 centimeters. I've added 2 pieces of just some paper on there so it doesn't, because it was going all blurry, so I thought I'd just add those quickly. Now I've got this today as a focal point. This is one of my Friday freebie ones, I do believe. So I thought she was really lovely, so I thought I'll pop that on as like a focal point. And I'm going to go for sort of like the browns today, so sort of more of a neutral colours. And I've just got some bits and pieces. Now I found this as well, which I did a little while ago. And I just think it's lovely. This is embossing powders, so it was heat embossed, and I just thought that would look really nice, so I thought I would incorporate that somewhere. And just a few bits of music paper, just some scrap paper that I had. These are bits of paper which have got bits of gesso and some of my digital papers as well, and a bit of paper there. And I'm going to use some of the Lindy's. This one is maple syrup bronze, and these are the starburst squirts, and this one's beaver tail brown, and we have the Canadian bacon blush, and this came free with it. Now this is magical shaker. Now it's called antique gold, and I believe you just sort of like sprinkle it on wet. It's almost like those other little sprinkly powders, I can't remember what they're called, I've got them somewhere, which you can use. So I'm going to give that a try. And of course I've got some distress inks and bits and pieces, so, and gesso. So what I'm going to do, I've stuck those down. I'm going to go straight in now with a little bit of gesso on there, just to try and build up the layers again, because I haven't put any gesso on here at all. So I've just got my little card, add a bit of gesso. I'm going to do quite a quicker one today, because last week's was a long video, so that's why I didn't do any talking in it. I just sort of like popped it on, sped it up just a little bit, because it took ages. It took absolutely ages. And most of the time I didn't say anything at all, so it was just a quick glimpse. But I will show you what I've made with last week's as well. So if I remember, maybe I'll show it to you now before we get started, which I've got things on here. This, look at that, I've made it into like a little book, a nice little art journal book, and I just cut it in half and I sewed around the outside, and then just stuck it down like that. I won't open it up because it's going to make it all go blurry, but I love it. I think I might wax it over the top. I'm not sure yet, but I will give that a go anyway. But I'm going to pop that to the side. Love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to quickly dry this. There we go, lovely. Now I'm going to add, what shall we add? A little bit of paint, I think. Now I've got this antique white, which I'm going to add just a little bit. I've got a tiny bit in here. I don't have a huge amount. I did use some of this last week. So let's just pop a little bit of that on. Like that. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit, not too colourful, because you know what I'm like. I can go a little bit overboard sometimes. Let's just pop a little bit of this on there. I don't really want to spray it because I'd make such a mess with this. Ooh, I like that. That's lovely. I like this bit here. Should we give it another spray down here? There we go. Ooh, I like that. That's lovely. Right, I'm going to quickly just dry that a minute. Okay, that's lovely. Not quite dry, but that's okay. So shall I add a few little pieces? I don't want to add too much because I actually quite like that look. Let's pop. Let's have a look. I like this piece because it looks sort of quite rusticy, doesn't it? And I've got another piece there which would work well with that. Shall we bring in a little bit of flowers in there? What do you think? I might do that. I'm going to just tear this. I think I might just pop that over here. Let's pop this down. Lovely. I do like that. Let's pop this on there. These I did a long time ago. Which is lovely. Nice. A bit of glue on it there. I do like that. I'm going to just go in, whoops. Just pop a little bit of gesso on top of here. Lovely. Right, what shall we put on here now? Now we've got a little bit of the maple syrup. Well, that's gesso, maple syrup bronze. Well, that gesso is just a little bit wet. Shall we pop a little bit of this on? It's a nice colour, isn't it? Over there. Right, let's pop the lid on that. Now we've got this one, which is the beaver tail brown. Let's give this a little bit of a shake. I've quite forgotten how dark this one is. Those out of the way. Let's just it's quite similar to the other one, isn't it? At the moment I'm quite liking this sort of like the marks that this card makes instead of sort of like brushes. Quite like using this. Now I'm going to just test this out while that's wet. Or do you have to spray it? Got wet on there. Thought it was supposed to sort of blend in. What do you think? Does that sort of like run down? Should we pop a bit more on? Not sure that it's doing an awful lot, is it? Let's see. Well, it's got like a little bit of red in it there. Not really doing a lot, is it? Oh well, never mind. I quite like the look of that anyway. So what else shall we do? Let's pop. Now what I'm going to do, actually I think I might dry it and add a little bit more paper to it. Just add a couple more layers on here. Let's just dry that off. Okay, that will do for now. Oopsie daisy. Now let's just add tear this down. Which way round? Should I put that flat edge so it's at the bottom, I think. Let's just put, I don't want to cover up too much of this lovely ink work on there. I'm liking that. Oops. Got to be careful because I do believe that the matte medium takes the sort of like shine out of that gold. Can you see it's just sort of dulled it down just a little bit. I do like that. Let's go in for a little bit of the raw umber. I want to just pop a few splats on there. I'm going to add a little bit of water to that and dry it. I'm going to add just a little bit more water just to these bits here, like that. Let's bring it this way. I think this is sort of like bowed in the middle a little bit. It's not the most expensive one, so that's probably why. And if I've got it quite wet, they do tend to buckle just a little bit, don't they? Buckle and bend. Let's have a little bit of dripping going on like that. There we go. Okay, now this is a little bit different to last week's, isn't it? Now I'm going to add another piece of something onto here. This is another sort of like woodeny piece. Let's just go this way. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Should we just have that down there? Don't want all of it. I think I will stick that onto here. There we go. This just while that is wet, just squirt that along there. Oops. Go. Lovely. Now I've got one of my Arteza watercolour pencils here, so while this is still wet, let's just see. I've got the brown one because I didn't purposely put out my black Stabilo because I didn't want to use it. I didn't want the darkness of this one, the black on it, so just go down here. Where's my watercolour pen? Oopsie daisy. There we go. I've also got a little bit of this pink, because we sort of like got pink in there. I thought I might just bring in just a little bit of the pink, because I'm loving the pink and brown at the moment. I think it looks really, really pretty. Now this is a bit wet down here. There we go. Love that. So pretty. I'm liking this here, which has not got anything on it actually. So I'm going to try to sort of leave it white, because I think that looks really nice. Let's just follow this up just a little bit up there. Looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, loving it so far. And we're going to pop a little bit more of gesso, just a tiny bit. So this is the gold. It's sort of like got the orange in it, which is quite nice actually, isn't it? It's more sort of like orange than gold. It's got a nice little blob of it there. So what I want to do is, what should we have? Should we have this again? Was this the darker one? No, I think this was slightly darker. This was the beaver tail brown. Okay, I'm going to just quickly dry it. Okay. I like that. Now I think I need a little bit of, just a tiny bit of gesso down here, just to blend this in, just there. There we go. And now what colour shall I pop onto that? A little bit of the pink. It's a very translucent one, isn't it, this one? I think I will just dry it and see where it goes. Shade the drips around. That's quite nice up there actually. Pretty. I think I need a little bit of brown down here. Loving it. Right, where's my little lady? What did I do with her? Where shall we put that? So I think I might just pop her in there, look. Where shall we go? I think I'm going to cover this little bit up there. So she's sort of up there. I want to pop just something around her, I think. That looks nice, doesn't it? Let's pop a little bit of this on. Looks okay. Now I'm going to do a little bit more because I like this sort of rough edge onto here. That's what I like. Don't really want to stick it completely down, just that little bit there. Go. So that looks nice, doesn't it? Don't think I need that. Could do with a little bit, something a little bit darker up here. There we go, that's better. Perfect. Let's stick this down now. Oh, that's a bit too much. A little bit too much. Let's pop some of this back in the bottle. There we go. That camera just made a funny noise then. Let's make sure we're in shot. I love that. I think that looks really nice. Don't think it needs a huge amount of doing to it now. I'm trying to just sort of like rein myself in on certain things because I can just keep going and keep going. It's just go. Yes, I quite like this little white bit down there. Something that I don't normally do, isn't it? So I'm going to see if I can drip this down this way. What do you reckon? Do you think that will go down with a little help? I don't want to really want to brush it on. Let's just help it on its way. There we go. Okay. There we go. Make sure I do the lid up. Right, I'm going to quickly dry that while I'm trying to hold it. I do like that. Right, I need to do a little bit, I think a little bit darker over here. Without getting my black Stabilo out. That's what I want to try and do. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, that's still a little bit wet, isn't it? I'm going to pop a little bit of, move that over, just a little bit of the raw umber in there, a little bit of water, just so that we can get in under here, just so it's a little bit darker in there. Like that. Lovely. I'm going to add just a little bit of this pink on here as well. It's not really pink. Canadian bacon. It's not a bit of a fleshy colour, isn't it? Let's move some of my stuff out of the way. Pop that this way. Maybe I'll just blow it that way. Okay, let me just have a look. I like that. I think I might just leave it like that, or maybe have. Right, I've got white here. I'm just going to pop a few little, if I can. I need to. Whether that will. I don't want too much to drop off. So I don't want the. There we go. That's better. Lovely. I do like this. A bit of white in there. Oh, I do like to play with all of this. This is such fun, isn't it? Make sure I've got the lid on there. Just pop that down. Loving those little bits. Let's just go in here. I think maybe a little bit of dark just down here, because this is quite dark over here, isn't it? Lovely. Okay, a bit more maybe here. Love it. I wonder if I would do some flowers or something like I did last week's. I'll just leave that little bit of flowery paper on there. Looks nice, doesn't it? Okay guys, I think I might just leave it like that because I like that before I start fiddling with it anymore. I quite like this. I'm not going to go around that. I like it as it is. So there we go guys. That is a lovely one. A little bit different to normal, isn't it? A little bit more grungier, I think. So there we go guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.